Good morning, sports fans. This is George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service. And this morning I'm going to tie for you a Microman. It's dressed on a Mustad C49. This is going to be in a size 12. The head is a matte black brass bead. Thread I'm using for the base is Danville Flymaster in a 140D, and then for the rest of the fly I'm using Veevus 10-aught in black. The rib is brown ultra wire in size small. The abdomen is light purple ice dub. I'm using light purple Spectra dubbing. The wing is a Fuchia hollow tinsel, and for the small part I'm using the Veevus H08 Fuchia in medium, and for the wing case I'm using Veevus H08 in a large. The legs is hairline micro tubing, and the that's the legs and the antenna, and the underbody is hairline micro tubing also. And the collar is UV ice dub in black. So to start this, you have to put the bead on the hook. So I use a pair of needle nose pliers to do this. Pick up your bead. It's a 2.8 millimeter, and just thread the bead I'm a lot better at this when I'm not trying to show you. Here's the hook, here's the bead, and just thread the hook point down through the bead, and it comes out like that. Then you're going to mount that. Then you're going to get tied in. Here's your hairline microtube, and just sit that in underneath of the bead. You gotta hold the bead up a little bit to get it under there. Sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. Go. And pull tension on the tubing so it kind of stretches. And then you got your wire rib. That's going to go under the bead till it sticks out over top of your eye a little bit. And then you're going to pull it back and lash that down. Take a couple of half hitches. Bring your bobbin cradle over and try not to let your wire spin out on you, which is what just happened to me, but that's okay. Wrap the tubing. You don't want it real tight. You want to give the appearance of a segmented body. Once you get up to the bead, you want to pull a little tension on it so it tries to slide up under the bead, which is good. Take a couple of wraps in front. Take a couple of wraps behind. A couple more wraps in front. Trim that off with your good scissors. Pull a little tension on it. Give it a snip. 2 half hitches. And then counter wrap the rib. So I tie away from myself. So when I counter wrap my rib, I wrap it towards myself. And then take your old scissors, trim that off. Take your whip finisher, give that 3 turns. Trim it. Now you're done with 140D thread. Put a little dot of super glue on there. And you set that aside to dry. I make these bases ahead of time. So here's a base that's already built. All right, I'm going to tie in with my 10-aught Veevus. Build me a little thread base. Then I have my medium fuchsia tinsel. And I'm going to trim that off about 1/4 of an inch or so past the back of the hook. Now I got my large tinsel. I'm going to bring that back to about halfway up the gap. Now my purple ice dub. It'll get me about 1.5 inch rope or so. I'm building my thorax. Now my micro tubing legs. I'm going to tie an overhand knot in one end. See? Trim that off so that I got like an 1/8 of an inch foot. Then I'm going to do it again. That's the far side. There's the near side. And then I'm going to cover that up with my purple dubbing. I want to make sure you cover all the black thread. Okay, then I'm going to bring my wing case over. Trim that off. Give that a couple of wraps to secure it. I'm going to take a little UV resin. Put across the wing case. Hit that with the light. That's Solares thin UV resin. And I got my black ice dub. I'm going to put my collar on there. You don't need a lot. Maybe 3/4 of an inch or so. Pull those legs back out of the way. I got my Solares on a paintbrush here. I'm going to do a wet whip. Hit that with the light. And there you go. I wish that was in better focus. I'm going to try to do something here. I don't know if you can see that any better. So, again, thank you for watching this. This is George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Excuse me. And if you are looking for other tutorials, or if you're looking for bugs you want to tie, check out my website at www.custom-tied.com. That's custom-tied.com. Have a splash, don't forget the dash. You can also find the Custom Tied virtual fly shop by searching Custom Tyer 02. That's CUSTOMTYER 02 on Facebook. Happy tying!